Hello, my name is Michael Tioli, and I'm a composer, and I'm also a big true crime podcast fan. And My Favorite Murder is the podcast that got me into podcasts. I was excited to hear Georgia's episode about Tonya Nancy. That is particularly important for me. I am the composer of Tonya and Nancy, the Rock Opera, a show that I wrote with Elizabeth Searle, who did the book and the libretto. We opened in 2008 in Portland, Oregon, and it's played around the country since then. When we opened, Tonya Harding herself came to opening night, and it was awesome. It was at a big theater. We knew she was coming. We got flowers for her, and we had hoped that she would come up on stage. And you know what? She did. And she was awesome. She was a great sport. It was so much fun to meet her. It was wild after working on her story and her life for so long to create a musical that here she was. But I want to tell you about when we hung out afterwards, right? So we are in a restaurant bar in Portland, Oregon, but the way it was set up is that there was a big long table that the cast and the crew were, right? We're all at this table, and Tonya is glued in the same room, but glued to the video poker machine, right? And I don't know if this is just my memory playing tricks on me, but I could have sworn she had a Coors Light in one hand and a cigarette in the other. So she's just glued to that video poker machine, just being Tonya Harding. It was surreal. Now, when you walked over to her, she would turn and give you as much time as you wanted. She would spend forever with you. She was so kind and caring, and would talk about you, would talk about her. She gave you all the time of day. But when you walked away, she was back to the video poker machine. And you know what? She won $200. I'm a big Tonya Harding fan. I'm a big Nancy Kerrigan fan. I feel like our show really shows not just what happened, but why and how something like that could happen. And whose fault is it really? Like I said, the show is played in many places throughout the years, but it's been quiet since the pandemic. But you know what? It is back now, and it's actually having its North Carolina premiere. Dogged Utopia Productions is doing it, and it is in Asheville, North Carolina, and it is running right now through March 8th. So go check it out. You can check out the music on Spotify. We played 54 Below, and we produced a live album of that show. That was a killer cast, a killer band. Go check that out. Thanks so much. Talk to you soon.